All right, you guys, here is the podcast about language and mantras and spelling and spells and the symphony of the cosmos. The symphony of the cosmos. Like, how beautiful does that sound just saying that? So, what I want to talk about, I've talked about before, but I'm going to talk about it more extensively. Um, we went over all the chakras and little meditations, what they mean, where they're located. And on some of them, I talked about the mantras that went with them. And this is from the ancient texts. Like this is from things that we have either overlooked, ignored, or turned our heads to throughout the course of time because Catholicism took over with power and money. And so they didn't want us to know these things, right? Like if we knew these, then how would they have all their power? And how would they get all their money? Because we would be living in ecstasy and we wouldn't need to go confess our sins to a priest. And I'm not judging if you're Catholic at all. I'm just saying what I know to be true. Christians too, they left books out of the Bible on purpose. They left things out of the Bible that clearly explained what language is, what creation is, what source is, and where to find God. Those are all left out. Everything in the Bible that you read now, today, as it is we find God up in heaven, and He's created heaven and hell, a place, two places, a place for bliss for eternity and a place for birth. Suffering for eternity. Can you even imagine suffering and burning alive for eternity? And nobody really had a problem believing that, right? Like a lot of people did and they questioned it, but like me, I couldn't question it because the Bible said so. So now we're learning things and have been for a few years, quite a few years. I'm a little behind. And that's why I'm going this route with you guys, teaching you from the bottom up because there's so much to learn. They're rewriting textbooks, they're rewriting science books. And this information comes from some of the top scientists in NASA, in the world, all over the world. It's all proven that we are spiritual beings, we are vibrational beings, and we are here to experience life in all its glory and beauty. We are not here to make millionaires, billionaires, living practically off of nothing, paycheck to paycheck. That's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. And I can't imagine many people, middle class to lower class, being very happy about that. And here's the deal is they don't have to be. They can change it. We can all change our reality because what was left out of the Bible is that source is us. We are source. We are a we are we are I get like overwhelmed and I start talking fast and then I forget my words. But we are part of source. We are an experience for spirit. Every person, animal, plant, living thing on this, in the cosmos, everything is an experience for source. And so if we're an experience for source, why would source put us here just to suffer? He put us here, and there's text saying where to find him, how to create, how to be your own creator and believer, and how to bring energy to you and change reality. Those were left out of the Bible. Those were left out of ancient texts, but we have them. We have these ancient texts. And we're understanding them on the level they were meant to be read on, not not translated by someone who was power hungry. You know, we're seeing, and like I said, this is science now. This is literally what I hope Jill is taught in school, because this is real. So we have our root chakra, we have our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our heart chakra, our throat chakra, our third eye chakra, and our crown chakra. All of those chakras have a mantra to them. And the significance of the mantra is the cosmos is a symphony. It's a symphony. How beautiful does that sound? Every sound, every thought, every motion, every move, everything makes is part of this symphony of the cosmos. Animals, plants, humans, whatever species is out there, we are all making music. We're making music. You know, they say from some of the telescopes and the things up in space, they hear music. They actually hear music up there. And that's what we are here creating. So the reason for the mantras with the chakras, so when you do a chakra like meditation and you focus on your let's say your heart chakra, the mantra for that is ham, HAM. A is a vowel sound. Vowel sounds are sacred language. These mantras are sacred language. And out of sacred language, you get sacred geometry. How do you get sacred geometry out of language? Well, when you put a thin metal plate down on something that can vibrate, and you put salt on it, and you do a certain sound or tone, every single sound or tone, different vibration, makes a different shape, which is sacred geometry. So sound makes shapes. So when we're saying words, these words that I'm saying are making shapes and sounds and energy protruding out of my mouth and going out into the cosmos all over the place. It could be a download for someone. You know, if they're on the same vibration I am, even across the world, they could get this message if they're on the same wavelength, the same vibration as me, because my words are speaking what their ears are hearing. So if all of our words and sounds and thoughts and chanting and mantras and singing changes the shape of the vibration of energy, what is that? It's creation. We're making everything happen that's happening. We're bringing energy to us that we expend. So if we put out negative energy, everything negative is going to come to us. If we put out positive energy, those positive things are going to find their way to us. And that's manifestation. Language is creation. Spelling, the word spelling obviously derives from spell. You are casting spells as you speak. And there are sacred words that are very important. Abundance is one of them. Abundance. And that doesn't just mean money wealth. It means health wealth, money wealth, abundance, joy, happiness, abundance of all things good. And that's one of those words. You might want to start chanting it. And then the mantras for the chakras have all the vowel sounds in them, and all the vowel sounds in every spoken language. They're all sacred sounds. They move energy in a certain way that makes things happen, like feeling clarity. Sorry,